So we talked about passion, right? You got to really want to do this. There's some books, and I'm happy to give you the books that I think are great foundational finance and accounting that I think are the foundation for the technical skills necessary to be an investor, right? And so at the end we can go through the books, but the reality of it is the way what we do is we take a company's financials, right? And we assess effectively the financial health of that business. And so let's say XYZ calls me and says, I have XYZ deal. Can you look at it? We say, great. We look at the financials and we say, yeah, that's interesting. Now I need to talk to management, right? So I schedule a call with the management team and I kind of hear their story and I ask questions along the way, because in leverage finance, management kind of drives, whether my return makes it or not. Because what a leverage finance company is typically a company that's non-investment grade, that has a riskier cash flow profile. And thus any sort of misstep means they can't service my debt, right? And then all of a sudden they're over levered and then they're bankrupt. And so after a management meeting, we then huddle, we discuss the credit. We discuss the merits of the investment. We talk about why we should or should not be investing. And then we make a decision. And then we decide how much we want to invest. And that decision is based on size of the company, size of the investment, size of our funds. And then the diversification element of it is, if we only have $100, we don't want to put $20 in one firm, because if that firm blows up and I lose $20, I'm going to lose the other 80 because my clients are like, you suck. So we may only, of our $100, put $5 in that one company, just so we stay diversified. Does that make sense?
Yep. No, that makes sense. You kind of take the top on front. This is a good investment. Oh yeah. You take that on. Is there a good investment overall? Should we be in it? And then let's decide kind of what the pricing is and kind of what that makes a lot of sense. Yep. I also like how you think about the whole cycle. So you may say, hey, this is not necessarily a good growth investment, but let's see what happens in the next 6 months and see how they actually perform, and maybe it becomes a credit investment in some sense, right?
Yeah. So we will do good point. So we invest in what I call technology businesses on a recurring revenue basis. Do you understand what recurring revenue means?
Yep.
So basically, tech companies are really interesting because they sign up, like Zoom. They sign up members and they charge members a monthly fee. So they charge you a license fee and a monthly fee per user. Like, that's a form of recurring revenue. So the business may not have a lot of cash flow because it's growing. We will lend on that growth, and we will lend on a multiple of recurring revenue. And so we will make those investments, which are very different than the industrial company that's building a plant that I'm secured by the assets of that business. That's a different investment, but we do both of those investments at Oaktree. We do those spectrums.